Oh my god, look at him. He's 27 yards away right there. Pretty broadside. Well, at this point, the true rank access deer are already out, and we're going to go out and try and find some with the Mosin Nagant. And if we find any big ones, we might just try and take one down with the bow. I think we just found our first true access buck. He's not that big, but it's going to be our first one ever. He's surrounded by a bunch of females out there, and there might even be some more that I can't quite tell what's all in there, but we're going to get a little bit closer and see what else is in the rest of this herd here. Wow, would you look at that? There's a bunch of red deer back here that I never would have even seen before had we not come over here to look for that axis buck. But they're just stacked in there, all female. There should be at least one stag. There's a stag. Very, very small stag, but it is a stag. Okay, so I think that's not the one that we want. Okay, that's the one that we want right there. He's pretty broadside at 160. Actually, both those side by side would be kind of cool. Nice shot on him. And we potentially got both of them. I definitely see one down there. Something either dropped or... And that almost looks like a piebald. Maybe we could try and get that one too. I felt good about that. So I guess we'll go over there and see how we did. It definitely seemed like we got for sure 2 of them. And potentially that third one as well. Well, as we're approaching, there are 2 piled up axis bucks here. So apparently we made 2 really, really nice shots to start off. I think that's the second one, and this should be the first one, or vice versa. It's honestly really hard to tell, but nonetheless, it's going to be our first ever true rank axis buck. So that's kind of cool. And maybe we'll turn the light on so you can see just a little bit better here. But yeah, that is quite nice. Take a picture. I like that. Yeah. Okay, let's pick it up. And 185 gold. We got him at 168, a left lung. So I do believe that this should be the first one that we got. That should be. And because it's our first buck, he's got a really interesting looking rack. Very cool. So I think we'll get him mounted. And then this one here should be the second one if I'm not mistaken. I hear more access coming in already, but that's a 185 gold. I think that's very similar to the one that we just got, but maybe a little bit different. But we got a left lung at 169. Okay, yeah, this is the second one for sure. So I knew we held a little bit higher on him. So we're still trying to find that, I think, piebald axis buck that we hit. I don't see any blood at this point, but I just spotted this. That's a mythical stag out there. It's a pretty nice one, and it's a max weight. So we're going to take him down at about 200 with the 30-06 here. Kind of a tough angle, but we should be able to pull off a hard shot if we're careful here. Yeah. Oh, I honestly don't know why we didn't hit the heart, but it should have been a beautiful... Yeah, he's definitely going down. Ooh, now that's kind of a cool looking axis buck right there. Look at that. That's a 213 max. I thought he'd be like a level 5, but apparently not. Either way, that's a really cool axis buck. We're going to try and get on him when he slows down a little bit here. I don't know if he's going to. But we definitely just smoked him. Okay, so there's a ton of hunting pressure here. We really need to find that piebald, or at least what I think is a piebald axis buck. Well, after a lot of tracking, we finally got lucky enough to find this guy, and I think he is a piebald. No, he's not a piebald. So he's a dark. And 83, so he really wasn't that big anyways, but we let him just a little bit too much at 192. So made a pretty decent shot considering he was running away. And yeah, I guess he's not a piebald, but that's cool. He's a dark. And I think that should be our level 4. So let's go over there and take a look at him. He actually has like a really high rack on him. Kind of a cool looking buck. So we might take a cool picture of him actually. The lighting is really, really cool here. So yeah, if we crouch down, that actually is going to look really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So let's pick him up and see. He's going to be a 180 gold and ooh, hit a little far back. He was walking, but that is such a cool, unique looking rack. I think we should definitely get him mounted. Ended up catching stomach and liver, but luckily liver gave us full score on him and got a nice gold 180 at 224. Yeah, let's get him mounted. We got another decent level 3 coming this way. We're gonna try and take him down real quick. Oh, perfect shot. He's down. At least I think yeah, he's definitely down. So in order to drop him like that, we had to either get double lung or heart, but I think that must have been a heart shot. It was actually double lung and a heart shot at 71 yards on the run at 141. I thought our stag was somewhere over here. Yeah, he definitely ran up this hill. There he is, about 25 yards out from us here. Gonna be a pretty solid stag. And 221 gold. We got a right lung at 200 yards out on him. Yeah, that's a giant. He weighed 490 pounds. I do think like 500 pounds is max weight. We're actually just a little bit too high for a hard shot there, but still a nice right lung at 200. All right, well, we found some more axis deer here, but the question is, well, I guess that's not an axis deer. Well, we got a couple more pretty decent axis bucks over here. There's a decent level 3 that I kind of want right there with a 200 score estimate, about 160 out, but he's kind of not at a good angle. Got a red deer out there that I actually thought might have been an axis buck, but it's not. Very small level 3 there. That's another what I thought was probably going to be an axis buck, but that's a red deer. Oh, that's a giant. I think we're going to hold for like 280 with a 30-06. If we hold for 300, we could potentially hit too high. Oh, right on the money. Beautiful shot right there. Oh, that's a huge stag. All right, tell you what, this guy's broadside at 290, so we're not going to pass up this opportunity. It's not that big, but definitely should have taken him down. I wonder if that other one's going to step out. I think that's the 200 that we want. Not really. It's like he didn't even care if we took a shot. Well, maybe we'll find a different one. There's that stag. Take him with the Mosin? Nah. Alright, we're gonna take down this one. That should have been a smoke shot there. Alright, well, I think that's him there, and he's 247, kind of facing us. But we should be able to go for a hard shot. That's gonna be kind of tough. Actually, really tough, because I can hardly see him. Wait till he picks his head up. Oh, I pulled right, but I felt like... I don't know. I'll have to go over and go check. Either way, we definitely got down a couple. Actually, that's the one that we wanted to begin with. That's the 200 right there. That's the level 3 200 that we really wanted to get. But he's in a little bit of brush there. That's actually quite a bit of brush there. But I could maybe be able to squeeze one in there at 200. Oh yeah, definitely squeeze one in there. That should take him down. Yes, he's down. That's a really cool looking rack on that buck. Lighting is not great, but the position that he's in is pretty awesome. So let's pick him up and see 214, and we made a heart and a left lung shot at 314 yards. So remember, we held for 160, and I figured we'd hold for about 280, and it dropped beautifully right there. 314 yards and a 214. And I kind of want to go over here now and take a look at this level 3 that we just got, because that was a cool looking rack on him. And I'm kind of glad we found him, because I wasn't sure if we were going to. Let's take a look at him. Can't really see him very good because it's in the shade, but I really like that rack. I think we'll probably end up keeping this one. A 176, and yeah, I like this rack a lot. Might be probably my favorite rack that I've seen so far. Kind of reminds me of the OG, but yet a little bit unique still in its own way. Very symmetrical though. Left lung at 206 yards out. And yeah, let's get him mounted. That is so cool. Well guys, I got good news for you, because that right there is a giant Diamond Potential axis buck right there. He's 250 yards away. I don't know where he came from, but I saw what looked to be something with a decent rack jump up. So I went over here to check it out, and that's what I found running away. He just slowly started calming down right now, and I'm hoping he's going to work his way back this direction. There's a couple of red deer out there as well. But yeah, I don't really know where he's going to go, so we're going to try and creep over here and keep an eye on him. The only bad part is we have a pretty bad wind. Yeah, as in very bad. And I don't know where he's going to go. Okay guys, so this might work out here. Our axis buck is going to the right, and if we go to the left, then we should be able to square up and have a decent wind and call in this giant axis buck. The only thing is there's a puma over here. And if we see that puma, we gotta take it out instantly because it could mess up our hunt. Got a black buck there. I just saw a muley buck trotting off over here too somewhere. But let's keep an eye on this down potential axis buck out there. And also watch for this puma. Like I said, if we do see this thing, we gotta take it down as soon as possible. Okay guys, so I just realized that this axis buck is going to be kind of right in between us and our giant diamond potential that we need to get to. So in order to get to our diamond, we have to get past this one. And either we take the shot on him, or we potentially spook him, and then he spooks our giant axis buck. So I don't want that to happen. So I think what we're going to do is get to about 50 here, take down this nice axis buck, and then we should be able to square up, get in a good position to call in our down potential axis buck. But I like the spot here. We're looking at about 56 out. So yeah, I'm pretty confident at this distance. 61. Hold for the heart. Oh, perfect shot. He's down. Okay, one thing I just noticed. I was just zeroed in for 20 yards. And all of a sudden it said 0. So we're going to have to be careful when we zero in next time. So he didn't quite make gold, but anyways, we ended up getting a slight bit high. 57 yards out, and we're holding for the heart for 60. So yeah, it seems like that's still a thing. We got to hold low. Cool looking rack on this buck though. That's a quite unique buck. But the fact that he didn't make gold, I don't think we'll get him mounted. I do like how he has one huge brow tine on the one side here, and the other side is kind of a little bit shorter. How is it that no matter what direction we go to track down this axis buck, the wind is blowing literally directly right towards him? We just took down that level 3 and we had a good wind, or a decent wind. And then all of a sudden now we have just an absolute horrible wind for this axis buck here, this down potential axis buck. Okay guys, so I've been following his trail for a little while and I just snuck up to him here. He's about 94 yards out right there. You can just see his rack over the top of that ridge. And there he is right there. Now the thing is, he's up on a hill and we're kind of down below, but in order to have a good wind we actually have to go even lower, which I don't really want to do, but we really don't have a choice in order to get him to come in. And I don't even know if he's going to come in as he's drinking, but we're definitely going to try. Guys, I think he's coming in. Look at the size of the rack on that thing. He's only 40 yards in front of us and he's coming in. He is coming in. Oh, don't do that. Why would a red deer come in and try and spook this thing? Nope, it's not. It's just a stick. Well, we've been tracking him for a little while now because last time I saw him he was drinking, and ever since then I haven't seen him. And all of a sudden I looked over on this ridge here and take a look right there. That is him. He's over there eating at about 140 yards out. We can just barely see him, but you can definitely see the size of his rack on him from quite a ways away. He's pretty smart though. He's right out in the wide open, so we really don't have a lot of cover to be able to get close to him. We're gonna have to use what we have for our surroundings here, play the wind, and stay hard to the right in order for him to not smell us. So I think we're gonna work our way down. Oh, what is that? What is that bedded right there? Got a muley buck bedded there 50 yards in front of us. And there's our buck right there, 50 yards away. Probably gonna spook that muley, but we'll see what happens. It does seem like he stood up. Yeah, he definitely got up, but he didn't. Oh, hold on, no way. Oh my god, he's coming in. He's coming in. He just stopped at 48. But it definitely seems like he's coming in because he moved quite a bit. As long as we have full cover here, he should come over that ridge and we should be setting pretty good. Just gotta keep an eye on him though. Once he starts coming, it's gonna be tough to see him. I hear him. I hear him. I see his rack. I see his rack. There he is, guys. He is 27 yards away. Oh my god, look at him. He's 27 yards away right there. Pretty broadside. I think he come a little bit closer. Just because it's kind of on top of that grass. Looks like the muley buck got up. I really don't want to pass up this opportunity though. If I can get a 20-yard shot. Smoked him. We are not going to pass up that opportunity, guys. Oh my god, we just took him down. That was a long track. If you look down there, you can see the water. That's where we initially spotted this axis buck. We tracked him all the way up here, which is probably close to, I don't know, 500-600 yards or so. And he went down in an incredible spot as well, which we should be able to take a really cool picture of this. Wow. Finally, he came in and we took the shot. Well, that's going to be about as good as we can really get it for now. And let's pick him up. Yes, he's a diamond! A 230 diamond, and we just made a heart shot 26 yards away. A double lung heart shot, 230 monster diamond true rank axis buck right there. And we'll get him mounted for 4,000 cash. Wow. Look at how wide this thing is. I've been trying to stay calm the whole time that I saw him, because I knew he was big. And to be able to get him with a bow, you really have to stay calm. But just the true score is incredible on this thing, and you can't even really see him in the full screen here, but that is awesome. Let's take a look at that shot though. 26 yards away, and I mean, you really couldn't get much better than that. What a beautiful shot right there. Double lung heart. But anyways, let me show you where we got this giant diamond axis buck from here. I initially jumped him up way over here. I have a tent set up here at this little lake here, the Prados de Lupinos, I guess it is. And I was coming around this point here. We just took down that huge red deer that was like a 207 score or something, but a really cool rack. Come around this point and I saw a massive rack right here running away, and I thought, okay, it's either a decent red deer or a monster axis buck. Got to this point here and I saw him cutting across here, and that's when I saw him. He was a 5 medium. We took down the level 3 right here, which was a pretty good one too. And we tracked him all the way over here. Ended up, well, he was drinking right here and I couldn't get a shot because he didn't come into the call. Finally, we looped all the way around, tracked him, we took him down way up on this mountain here. This is like the first animal I've ever taken way up here. I mean, we're pretty far out, but it was 10 o'clock in the morning when we did take him down as he was eating up here. You're talking, it's over 700 yards away. That's how far this axis buck went. And you can imagine how long it took to be able to get in position and take a shot on that thing too. I would say probably close to 2 hours, but it was well worth it. Everything worked out nice, and we made a beautiful shot, and an awesome true rack diamond axis buck is going to go to our lodge. Well, I thought we'd head back to our trophy lodge and take a look at our giant diamond true rack axis buck that we got. But if you hadn't had a chance yet, you should definitely go take a look at this first. This is our diamond lynx that we got last night during a really late night hunt, and he scored 27.9. We ended up putting him in a multi-amount here because for some reason I couldn't put him individually here. I don't know why, but either way, I'm so happy we have him. Our first ever diamond lynx. Anyways, now that we know that, this here is going to be our giant diamond that we got today, a 230.3 diamond true rack axis buck. And we got him with the bow, double lung heart shot at 20 yards away. It took a long time to get close to him, but it was well worth it, and we absolutely smoked him. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.